Incoming mail. Yeah, I missed the setup to Celsius. Quite nice.
You Chinese are together. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Mhm.
How is trading different from gambling?
Guys, there's lots of things I wish I knew before starting to trade with FTMO and trading with prop firms in general. I'm trading with prop firms now, and there's lots of things I wish I knew.
صدمة.
طالب التوجيهي بالاتصال الامتحان الوزاري مطمن وخاتم وتجيب بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان.
اه وما يعبدون إلا الله. الله. والشمس إذا طلعت. الله. الله. تجد له ولي. وذات اليمين وذات الشمال باسط ذراعيه بالوسيط لو اطلعت عليهم قالوا لبسنا يوما أو بعض يوم. لبثنا يوما أو بعض يوم. الله 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 الله. عليكم يا نور. الله. عليه الله حق أن الساعة لا ريب فيه. الله أكبر. الله. سادسهم كلب. الله. قليل. الله أكبر. فيهم أن خير ولا تستفت فيهم أحد ولا تقولن لشيء إني فاعل ذلك غدا. لا هو أعلم بما لبثوا له السماوات والأرض ربي وأسمع. يدعون ولا تعد عيناك عنه. زينة الحياة الدنيا. الله. قلبه عن ذكرنا واتبع هواه وكان أمره فرطا. يا سلام. الحمد لرب كم فليكفر. رب وسلم واتفقا. أساور من ذهب ويلبسون ثيابا خضرا من سندس واستبرق متكئين. كون ثيابا خضرا من سندس واستبرق. كونت مرتفقة. وما نخل بلوها ولم تظلم. أنا لقد قلنا من سفرنا هذا نصبا. ما شكله خط استفج اخره زين. خمسة. كل سفينة غصب. ضربة.
But no. You know what I'm B21? Yeah, how many of you guys are? How many of you guys are looking for? Like deep valid shows itself, you have to anything on it.
trading 4 months ago, it would honestly be a disrespect to yourself to try and compare yourself to someone like me or some other trader who's been doing this a lot longer. It would truly be a disservice to yourself. And I have that post. If you guys look at my Instagram, I have that. I think I have that as one of my like saved pictures on the top. Like, don't try and compare your day 1 to someone else's day 300, 500. It's just gonna bring you down. You gotta play your game. You guys tighten up. Yeah, right, gotta trade. You don't have to know everything that gold does. Don't try and learn this guy, man. Just learn how to attack it, how to approach it. And if it doesn't look like that, if it's not familiar, just let this thing go, man. Just have fun watching it. Gold's a beautiful pair to just admire. Asian charts? Yeah, I don't think we finished charts for stream, did we? No. Okay, let's take a look at some more trade. What do we got? 15 minutes left? Yeah, we got 15 minutes left here for NY Open. So we got some time. Let's where did we leave off? Where did we leave off? Did we look at this one? We looked, last one was this one. Okay, cool. Let's take a look at this skilling right here. So this is 4-hour wick created from New York. Okay, range to fill. 1 hour, 1 hour clean range coming down towards support. Okay, 1 hour created resistance. Got it. Previous close weak bull respecting minor resistance. Got it. 7:30 p.m. 1 hour made a low and then broke previous high, came back down, flipped bearish. Okay, so broke the highs, flipped bearish. Entry was as price flipped bearish after current candle broke the previous high. Okay, so you got like that pack runner. So you entered when this candle flipped bearish. Stop loss above the current candle. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, I see. So stops above current or entry candle. Position in confluence with higher time frame plus volume plus lower time frame structure. Perfect. Closed 50% at BE. Price came down to the purple line. 30-minute support. Left the runner. Yeah, great trade. Beautiful. Beautiful trade. Beautiful. Well planned. Well executed. Well patience. Yeah. Good job. Good job. So the entry was on this candle, I believe. Yeah. Nice. Good work. Good work, good work. I think we got one more from yesterday. Yeah, and then I think we're all caught up. Yeah. Okay, cool. So this is Jay Coop again. Let's go. Executing. 15-minute onion play entered on the flip. This was on the 25th. Okay, so this was yesterday afternoon. But yeah, power hour, man. Yo, the afternoon hours are heating up. Entry reason, daily 4-hour time frame, overextended. Okay, bullish candle made a strong support after rejecting target. Okay, entered on the following bullish candle after making a nice bottom wick. All right, lovely. Went break even, closed 80%. W. Did a good job waiting for a strong support. Congratulations, my friend. Instead of settling for a weak support. I love that, man. I love that. So you may ask, hey, well, Nick, what's the difference? Well, strong support is what he entered off of, which is that green candle right here. Weak support is something right here, right? That's a weak support. This is a strong support. That's the difference. Strong support. So if you see a support and you're looking for buys, I would highly advise you not to take it off a candle that looks like that, because price may need to push down a little bit lower before establishing the proper support. And that proper support should look like this guy, or something like it. Yeah, great job. W. Try not to trade around this time anymore. Didn't get much volume to push through the range. Yeah, yesterday was tough. Yesterday was tough. All right, cool. I think that's all of them. If you guys have any charts that you want us to review, let us know. We'll take a look at them. What's this? Previous daily candle is strong bear, but it has already tapped into rejection. Let's take a look at this. Breakout candle. Took a buy. Break even. Okay, got tapped, yeah. Yeah, I think the only issue with this one is just that the move kind of already happened, so it probably just had to consolidate a little bit, and then the next move was gonna happen. But yeah, that's a big candle. That was last night, right? Asian? That was about the only move we had. It was just that big move up and then just consolidated pretty much up until now. Yeah, big move up and then just consolidating. All right, 10 minutes. We're starting to break the 4-hour highs here, so that's pretty good. 10 minutes before NY open. 15-minute candle close. We did close above, but we do have 15-minute resistance here. I'm going to stick with the 1 hour here as of right now. What up, Simplify? That's a good way to simplify dinner time. Kids, we won today. We're eating good. Kids, we lost today. You gotta eat vegetables. That's how you get your kids to cheer you on, man. Hey, Dad, Mommy and Daddy gotta study trading right now. Okay, yes. Take all the time you need. We don't want to eat vegetables anymore. Can I do a quick recap of the whole stream? Someone asked ChatGPT to do a quick recap of the entire live stream on Time to Eat Trading on 7/26/2024. Let's see what ChatGPT says. Losing trade. Yeah, he just slaps a celery. You see this? It's a celery. What do we know about celeries, children? When there's a resistance on the 30 that's higher than the 1 hour resistance, why do you use the lower one? Just because we got volume coming in for NY Open. The hour candle, the hour time frame is going to be a bit stronger confirmation than the 30-minute. I do see those, and I don't think it's an issue moving your resistance above here at all. Still got a 46 pip move going up. So yeah, I think that's, I guess, personal preference. I'm probably going to leave it on the 1 hour for now, but I may, depending on how we close here, I may just adjust it. We'll see. Yeah. ChatGPT said, rewind the stream. Rewind. Hey, hold on one sec. The salary play. We were actually debating on switching the name of that to the salary. Biggest takeaway of Luke chapter 10, not to be afraid to go out and share the good news. You know, Jesus sent out 72, told them go out and don't be fearful, just go out and, share. So that's it. It's not being afraid to share my faith and stand up for what I believe in and talk about it, and preach it all over the world. Yeah, there's a lot of good takeaways in 10, man. A lot of good takeaways. A lot of good takeaways in 9, and a lot of good takeaways in 8 and 7, 6 and 5 and 4. forward. And pretty much that whole book is just absolutely mind-blowing. CMC, never heard of it, so I'm not too sure. What's up, Purpose? Can we get a real quick, how you doing? How you doing? Where is Mo? Where is Mo? Can we get a quick how you doing from Mo himself? That's the question.
How you doing?
There he is.
How you doing?
There he is.
How you doing?
What do you want to do? How you doing? Watch your mouth. Nobody knows nothing. How you doing?
Dude, stupid. Amen. He was a leader. He led by example, Pablo. What about the 30-minute resistance? Yeah, you can use that one too. Yeah, just depending on how we close here for NY Open. May decide to use that one. May decide to stick with the 1 hour.
How you doing, motherfucker?
George VDM in the building. Hello, Nick. What's up, bro? You seem to be ignoring me a lot. Oh my God. Am I bothering you? No, man. I didn't even know you were here yet. What's good? What's goody? Yeah. I really don't ignore anyone for that matter. Just sometimes I don't see it. There's a lot of people chatting. The chat's chatting, man. Chat chats. Winners win, traders trade, chatters chat. What up, Perez? W, Mr. Focus. W. Let's go. Proud of you, man. Spence in the building. What up, Spence? Good morning, Jerson. How are you, man? How are you? How are you? Hey, how are you? Hey, how are you? 3 ants in the building. What up, 3 ants? How are you? We will go for trade when bullish candle closes above? Yes. Yes, sir. That's how simple it is. Yes, sir. Good morning, Forex Guru. What's good? What's good? I see gold isn't... Yo, gold's been cranking in Asian, man. Cranking.
in New York session.
I was looking for a trade in Asian. I was looking for buys there, but we just popped yesterday. So I went to bed. Filled the range. I was out. Where's Green? Green is Green's living the dream, man. He's in an undisclosed location. I can't tell you guys. Just know he ain't here right now. He hasn't been here all week. How are you, 11th hour? What time do I go to bed? What's up, AB Mike? I go to bed around like between 10 and 11. Unlike you, man. You were up at like 2 o'clock in the morning last night. Yeah, man. Last day for 99% off of the webinar. I'm looking forward to seeing all you guys on the webinar tomorrow and Sunday. It's going to be awesome. We're going to be talking all about technicals, all about price action, all about what we see here on a day-to-day basis. It's going to be fun. We're going to be talking all about the improvements that I feel like I've been able to make very well over the last 5 months. We're going to talk a little bit more about a conversation that changed everything with an 8-figure trader that I happen to have. I find it funny that I started calling myself and claiming 8 figs. And then about 2 months later, as I was struggling a bit, I had the opportunity to actually have a coaching call with an 8-figure trader. So ain't it great? Ain't it great? Ain't it just beautiful that when you put that attention and that feeling behind it and purpose behind it, that all of a sudden things begin to boom, 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 start bubbling up for you.
Absolutely.
Hey yo. Yeah, Green's living the good life, man. He's living the good life while we're all out here working. Yeah, Asian's been great, AB Mike. Asian's been awesome. This week, or really this month, I feel like I've taken, look for the PM trades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 trades in the Asian session this month. Insane. Let's look last year. Not one. Not one. What up, Aaron? Good morning. How does Green manage risk? He doesn't. Not one. Last month took a few as well. 1, 2. Wait, yeah, 1. Oh, no, I'm sorry. 1. Oh, this is afternoon. So we count afternoon? I guess so. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 in June. Probably not many in May. 1, 2. This afternoon trade 2, 3. Yeah. So just recently, really June, July. Nothing here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. They've been heating up more so in June and July. June, man, this may have been the most trades I've taken in a month in a long time. Last month. Damn. I think I took like over 40 trades in June.
What the fuck?
All right. So no bueno here on the closure. So we got nothing here on gold. So 1 hour closed, weak bullish. 30-minute closed, weak bearish, doji. 15-minute closed, bearish back in the range. So 8:15, I believe, is what we are on to next. We move to 8:15. C Melly in the house. What up, C Melly? C Melly. What up, Diogo? Diogo. Yeah. Ecom J. Hold on. Don't talk too soon, man. This is going to be a great New York session. It's going to be a great New York session. You're late. Uh-oh. Chat. He's late.
2021, where in 2021 I was able to walk away with $7.5 million in trading profits. And that's where I was like, wow, I really feel like I got this thing nailed down. And I think that loss helped a lot from that. But I think when you pass the early stage of trading, there are certain positions that are so beautiful where you have to throw more risk. That's where you make your money. Like you won't make big money, in my opinion, by keeping your risk consistent on every single trade. And I say, if you take a trade and you feel all over the place, like, oh my God, I'm up, I'm down, and you get these feelings in your stomach, you're trading too big. And at the time, a lot of people around me would say, see, I told you stocks are scam. You know, no one can make money from stocks. Only the rich and elite make money from stocks and trading and so on. And, you know, naturally, when you hear a lot of noise come into you, go into an element of like, okay, well, maybe they're right. At the age of 18, there's certain things I learned about myself really well. And sometimes I think I got very driven by proving people wrong.
If you've ever had doubt about whether it's possible to make millions of dollars from home, this podcast will change your mind. This is Umar Ashraf, a multi-millionaire day trader. Umar started trading stocks more than 10 years ago using options. Earlier in his trading journey, he set on a target to make $100,000 a year in trading. And now after years of live market exposure as well as reflection, he has now become a highly skilled and efficient trader. Today, a $100,000 month will be considered a bad month for Umar as he progressively sets new targets for his trading performance. Since he discovered success in trading, he has also gained an online reputation for educating developing traders the importance of risk management and trader psychology. Umar's passion for trading has led him to create his own. Not know you just yet, but they will really soon. Could you kind of tell our audience about what kind of trader you are and what trading style you kind of gravitate towards?
Sure. So I laugh at that question because my trading style and the type of trader I was from day one to now has grown so much, right? Starting off from penny stocks to mid-cap stocks, to swing trading, to day trading, to scalping, to just kind of figuring out a style that fits who I am and what I want to do. So currently I day trade and scalp, right? Okay. I'll heavily trade options and futures. More so options this year, or futures I haven't touched as much. But my trading style has navigated into me looking at the S&P 500, looking at Tesla, looking at NQ, and looking at some of the bigger names like NVIDIA, Amazon, Microsoft, and looking at the stocks that are in movement alongside with the market, right? So my trading style kind of shifted into now a few set of stocks and a few set of market events that I want to focus on and what I think may happen or may not happen. And from there, I'm looking to capitalize on a small move with options to get a higher return.
So you did kind of gravitate more towards options after trading the lower price stocks and the actual underlying equities.
Yeah, so I've traded. I mean, the problem with underlying equities like Amazon and Tesla and all that is you need a lot of capital to make good money with it. So early on, it didn't make sense. Also, you have the PDT rule where it's like, okay, well, you need this large amount of money to actually continuously make money on Tesla, Amazon, these big names. Yeah. And the return wasn't really exciting, right? So that's where it was like, hey, what does make more sense? And for me, that was options, primarily because I believe if you can read the price action on, let's say, Tesla, or you can read the price action on Amazon, just carry that over to the options, right? And trade those. Where that's only if you can read the price action for those individual stocks or the market. If you can't read the price action for those, if you can't trade them well individually, do not touch options. Right. Like, just avoid it. Like people see, like they'll see me trading options sometimes, like, oh, I want to trade what he trades. And I'm like, this is one of the most riskiest financial instruments out there. Yeah. And I don't think a person that has good enough experience, risk management, understanding of the movements of that individual stock should touch options.
Could you also share kind of what your background is and what got you into trading in the first place? Because to my understanding, you've been trading for 10, 11 years.
Yeah, so I mean, I've been involved with the markets for 10, 11 years. I've taken trading serious after like my first 2-3 years of trading. Okay. Right, so yes, I've been involved for 10, 11 years, started taking it as like a serious thing where I wanted to commit to for like 7, maybe 8 years. I started when I was 18. Wow. I was in high school and I remember at the time I looked on Forbes.com who's made the most amount of money. And I remember the top 3 people were hedge fund managers. At the time, I was like, hedge fund managers? What are hedge fund managers?
Yeah.
And when I looked into them, it had something to do with the stock market. Obviously, what I do is nothing like hedge fund managers, of course, but that's like what sparked my interest. I was like, okay, I want to make money. Right, as an 18-year-old boy, you just want to find a way to make money, right? So I was like, okay, stocks is my way of making money. And at the time, I had roughly 20 grand saved up. And
wow, that's impressive at the age of 18. Yeah.
So it was a lot of like selling iPhones on Craigslist, doing a lot of like website flipping stuff on Fiverr and different websites.
Okay.
And just also having multiple jobs. And as an 18-year-old, I didn't really have much expenses, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, how do I be, effective with the money? And I'm not gonna go blow it on stupid things. I'm gonna save up my money and try to grow it. So I took that money, put it into the market. I remember my first trade was JCPenney. And it was JCPenney because my mother, she goes to JCPenney a lot, right? And I remember that stock was so down in the past 2 years. I was like, there's no way this stock is going to go lower. So I put my full account into JCPenney.
The entire $20,000.
$20,000. And at the time, this was like 2012, 2013. Okay. Even if you go to the stock chart, you can see JCPenney went down like 50%. So my 20,000 went to like 10, 11, 12,000.
Oh my God.
Right? And then it went back up 100%. So not overnight, but over the few weeks or whatnot. So that 20,000 went to like 10, then to like 22,000. So I walked out of that trade making $2,000 about. And at the time I was like, oh my God, I did such a good trade. Now, obviously as traders, when we look at that, we're like, wow, a 50% drawdown, making $2,000, like that's a terrible trade. But at the time I was like, wow, this is so easy, right? And then I started recalculating, well, if I bought all of my $20,000 worth of JCPenney at this price, I could have made $40,000. I could have made this much, or whatever the case may be. And that started opening my eyes up where it's like, wow, I can make so much money with this. And then obviously...
You got hooked.
You got hooked. It's like you get that high of like, wow, I can do this. And at the time, I was in high school because I have an early birthday, right? My birthday's in January. So when I was 18, I was still in high school. So as a high school kid, I just made $2,000 doing essentially nothing. I just bought and sold something, right? And then the next few weeks, that 22,000 ends up being 35,000. So now I've made $15,000 in a span of 2 months. As a high school kid, I'm like, wow, I am going to be super rich. This is so easy. Why doesn't everyone do this? And that's where the beginner's luck ran dry.
Did you know you can get up to $6,000 worth of premium trading tools all for free? As part of the new promo from Centerpoint Securities, you can now open a new trading account and access TrendSpider and Dilution Tracker. They're also offering you free commissions for 60 days and 3 months free of Dash Trader Pro trading platform. I've been using Centerpoint Securities for active day trading and short selling for many years now, so I'm very excited to share this amazing promotion with you guys. They are now available in Canada as well, so feel free to check out the promotions down below. Now let's get back to the video.
And that's where the beginner's luck ran dry.
Yeah.
Right? And when I was making that 15,000 or those trades, I had no idea what I was doing. I was just buying things based on instinct, based on I know the brand, I think it's going to go up, right? And then slowly 35 to 30 to 22 to 18 to eventually 2,000 by that summer. And when I went to 2,000 by that summer, I was like, wow, this didn't work out the way I thought it would work out. And at the time, a lot of people around me would say, see, I told you stocks are scam. No one can make money from stocks. Only the rich and elite make money from stocks and trading and so on. And, naturally, when you hear a lot of noise come into you, you go into an element of like, okay, well, maybe they're right. Right? Especially when you do fail at something and everyone talks badly about it, you go, well, maybe they're right. But at the age of 18, there's certain things I learned about myself really well. And sometimes I think I got very driven by proving people wrong, right? That trait could be bad in certain elements, but some elements, it's also a good trait to have. And in that trait, I was like, okay, well, let me self-reflect. Did I actually know what I was doing? Like, was I honestly giving this 100% effort? And I was like, no, I wasn't. I just opened an account, I put money in, and I took very dumb trades. And I expected to have a positive outcome.
Yeah.
That's not fair. That's not fair to the game of trading, and that's not fair to myself, right? So that's where I was like, you know what? For me to actually quit this thing, I have to give it a real shot of at least 2 to 3 years And if I give it a real shot of 2-3 years and then I don't succeed, which I don't see why I wouldn't, then I can consider quitting. Right? So it became like this personal thing. And it's also a realistic approach, right? Even today, you see a lot of traders and people like, oh, I've been trading for 3 months. I lost 40,000. I lost 50,000. And it's like, yeah, well, did you know what you were doing? No. So what do you think was going to be the outcome?
Right, yeah. They haven't put in the honest effort yet for a longer period of time.
Right? And that honest effort contributes to everything else, not just trading. You do business, you do anything in your personal life. Have you honestly given this 100% effort or no? And most of the time, the answer is no. So in that situation, when I knew it was no, I took a step back that summer, and it was like, okay, well, how do I learn? What are the things I need to learn? How do I improve? So, when you go into the space of trading, especially in 2012, 2013, it wasn't as congested and as toxic as it is today. After COVID, trading has become very toxic. Like you have people that traded for 4 months that are these gurus that know everything, and they're giving you misinformation and wrong information. At that time, it was a little bit cleaner, right?
Right.
So it was just gathering information, trying a lot of different markets, failing, losing money, coming back to the drawing board, readjusting for 2.5 years, and then slowly finding some momentum in trading is how I started, picking it up.
So you had beginner's luck.
Yeah.
In some sense, it's good to have that early on and have that big loss. Kind of opens your eye to, first of all, what's possible, because you did make some money first.
Yeah.
You got hooked and then you lost it. But then in some sense, it's good to teach you that lesson of risk management so early on, even though you may not have realized that yet.
I didn't have any risk management. Putting 20 grand into one trade with no element of where I'm going to exit if the trade is wrong, being down, having a 50% drawdown on one single trade is like, it's not okay,
Yeah, but the fact that you were able to kind of sit on that loss and reflect on it as an 18-year-old, that's very impressive. Because even nowadays, I think a lot of traders, doesn't matter what age they are, they don't really reflect on whether the mistake was on their own, whether they made a mistake, they were just kind of FOMOing into the trades, or whether it was actually the market. I think it's too easy nowadays to blame the ticker, to blame stock tweets or X or whoever's tweeting about certain stocks. It's too easy to blame that. So I think having that level of self-reflection is really important as traders to grow and to improve the future trades.
Yeah. I mean, I've always had this mindset early on where it's like, I don't get anything from blaming anyone besides myself, right? So I can sit here and I can say, well, I lost X amount because of the market. Okay, what does that do for me? Nothing. I can go and I can take that full blame on myself. Okay, well, what are the things I can control? What are the things I can be accountable for? And what are the things I need to improve?
Yeah.
When I have that mindset, it allows me to look at things from a realistic point of view. People are very quick to jump into, it's not my fault. I lost money because the market did this. Market makers did this. They stopped me out. This news came out, whatever. Cool. How do you get better from that? Is there an element of you getting better? Do you have a plan moving forward when an event like this happens? How do you deal with it? People don't have that mindset. And that's like the first instinct when I speak to an individual. I can tell, well, will this person make it in this game, or will this person not? Just off their level of thinking and understanding of themselves very early on.
And I think I learned from a couple of podcasts that you've done before that you are immigrant from Pakistan at an early age.
Yeah.
Did any of that experience as an immigrant here in the United States kind of help shape your work ethic or how you approach trading over the last 10, 20 years?
Yeah, so I came to America at the age of 5-ish, 6-ish, right? So it's not a lot of history that I, obviously have in Pakistan, where some people came here at 12, 14, 15. So I still came at a quite early age, but I think when I did come here, I did Did have a chip on my shoulder from a very early age, because I realized as I got older, the opportunities that are present for me in America that don't exist back home. All right. And I do think in everyone's life, there's an element of luck that is involved. There's an element of luck that you are in a first world country and you weren't born in a third world country with no opportunities. There is an element of luck there. It doesn't matter what anyone says, be it a 0.1%, be it a 1% luck, whatever probability there is, that exists. So realizing that early on was like, okay, well, these opportunities exist for me. I'm not letting opportunities that exist for me go away because of my laziness, because I am not motivated, because I am not disciplined, because I'm not things that I should be naturally, right? Or I should work my way up to be naturally. And that just kind of instilled a drive in me. Same thing with seeing my parents sacrifice everything to come for the betterment of their kids' futures, right? When they didn't have to do that. They wanted a better life for themselves. And obviously that better life would contribute to me and my siblings. So that stuck to me from an early age, and I think that instilled very powerful work ethic and drive into me. And that's carried over to everything I do moving forward. And I don't take any single opportunity that exists for granted.
Yeah, I'm an immigrant myself to Canada. So I do understand a lot of what you're saying.
Yeah.
No, it's not so much that my parents or your parents gave you pressure. It's just the fact that you are really grateful for the opportunities you have here. So you want to work hard, whether that's in trading or other business endeavors. You want to work hard to make them proud and make yourself proud as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you think they are supportive of your endeavors in trading? Has that changed?
So right now they are.
Okay.
And I've always said this to a lot of young people, that whenever you introduce something new to parents that they're not too familiar with, they will naturally not support it.
Yeah.
Not because they don't believe in you, but because they don't understand it and they want the best for you. And they know what's best for you is the things that they are aware of. So if let's say trading is something that they're not aware of, or let's say how, in today's market, you have e-commerce, you have SMMA, you have so many different ways for young adults to make money that didn't exist 10, 15 years ago, right? Or the opportunities weren't available as much as they are today. When you present this to your parents, they will think that it's not real, or it's not, long-term, or it's not something that's stable, which they're right to think that because they haven't seen much of it. So when you go to them and you say, hey, mom, dad, I want to be a trader, and they go, I don't think that's a smart idea, which is what happened with me, don't get mad at them. They're only looking out for the best for you, right? For your future. Yeah. My thing is, prove to them, not for 1 year, not for 1 month, not for 2 years, year after year after year, hey, look, I'm committed to something. Look, I'm improving in something. And look, whatever I'm doing is tangible, meaning I am making money from it, right? I am successful in it. Not that, hey, look, mom and dad, I've been trading for 6 months and I've made X amount. Okay, well, you did it for 6 months. Do it for another 6 years. Is it just a quick 6-month run and you're done, or whatever the case is? Or are you able to do this for a long period of time? So going to me, my parents weren't really supportive of it, but not because they didn't believe in me, but because they didn't believe that you could be successful in anything outside of the typical route of going to college, getting a degree and becoming a doctor, which is all great things, phenomenal things, by the way, right? Their idea was take that route and then you have a stable job, you have a stable career, and you have something that is tangible and consistent. So trading to them was like, oh man, what happens if this happens? Are you able to do it year after year? Are you able to make something sustainable out of this? All valid points.
Yeah.
So when they said that to me, I wasn't mad, like, oh my God, my mom and dad don't understand what I'm saying, or they're not supportive, or they hate me. It was more so like, okay, they have a valid point. I have to just prove to them by actually being successful. Another reason why I should be more focused and disciplined towards it.
So let's dive into your trading style, current trading style, and trading strategies now. What do you look for every single day in the market? Let's say because you mentioned that you are predominantly a day trader and you do a lot of scalping for options.
Yes.
So what do you look at when you wake up in the morning, when you're preparing for the day, pre-market? What's your process like?
Sure. So just a few things. My process now is very different than my process 2 years ago. And a lot of it has to do with my day-to-day life in terms of other businesses and things I'm involved in.
Okay.
So I want to make that very clear because I don't want a new trader to come on and try to replicate what I am doing right now. If you want to replicate what I was doing 3-4 years ago, do that. Do not try to replicate what I'm doing now. And I think that's a very important lesson for traders because they'll see someone at a certain point and try to replicate that. So my style now is I don't trade every day. I don't even show up every day, right? There's certain weeks I completely avoid because I don't want to get caught up in high economic event weeks, right? If we have FOMC that week, we have CPI that week, I'm not really interested to trade until that noise is settled. And once that noise is settled and we get some sort of direction, I will then start looking to open up positions and look at the market. That's number one, right?
Interesting.
I've also realized out of 20 trading days a month, give or take, there's like 4 or 5 good trading days that I personally enjoy trading, right? I like to be involved on days where we have real trending days. Now, can you wake up and know what those days are going to be? Absolutely not. But you can filter out what those days may be, right? So for example, if let's say tomorrow is FOMC, we know today and tomorrow we're not going to get a trending day.
Yeah.
After FOMC, we might, but I don't want to be involved after that noise. Now, the next day, which will be Thursday, we might get a trending day depending on how the market processes it, depending on if there are other events going on or not. So I'm able to sometimes filter out just based on the events, based on earnings, based on certain situations that the market is anticipating on where we may get high impact trading days.
Okay.
When I get that idea, those are days I do want to show up for. Those are days I do want to trade. Now, there's days I'll show up and I think there's going to be some action and I sit there for 3 hours and nothing happens.
Right.
So that happens too. Now, my process starts from a Sunday, right? Like my work day, my life, everything starts on a Sunday. I don't start work on a Monday. I start Sundays. I like Sundays because Sundays allows me to do everything without getting bugged, getting bothered, having so much pressure, noise, and so on, right? So Sunday, from the trading element, I like to prepare the upcoming week. What are the economic events, any sort of earnings. I go through my last week levels, last week areas of interest on the key markets, key stocks that I'm watching. Let's say Tesla, let's say Amazon, let's say NVIDIA. I'll go through SPY or ES or QQQ or NQ, right? Just breaking levels down and going through the last week level of interest. Hey, these are levels of interest where there were a lot of activity of buyers and sellers interacting with one another. This is where those levels were active. So now I'm able to carry those levels over or those zones into the upcoming week, right? So Sunday comes in the combination of looking at past week, looking at my performance, looking at the market performance based on what I thought the market will do or isn't going to do. And then I try to replicate what I think the next directions are going to be in the market. When I have that framework, I kind of have this idea on how to approach the day, right? Now, Monday comes, I go through that game plan for the week. I have my levels for the particular stocks or particular markets, and now I have an approach to the market. Now, there's a level of biasness that needs to be there for you to be really stern on the direction of the play.
Yeah.
So I do approach certain days with a level of biasness, which has hurt me some days because like I'll be like, well, I think today's going to be a long trending day.
Okay.
And, you know, I'm looking for that long too hard and I missed a short. So that does happen. But I do think in the long term, it's benefited me because when I have that bias sometimes, and as long as I'm able to quickly adjust to market conditions or market readings really, really quickly to my bias, it works out.
Okay.
But then if I don't adjust to that is where the market just teaches me a very valuable lesson that day.
Expensive lesson sometimes.
Sometimes expensive lesson, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's essentially my approach. And in a perfect world, like I said, a few years ago, 3 years ago, you know, I would show up every day. And I think every trader that's trying to get better and is taking this seriously should show up every day, should note down the pre-market plan of like, this is what I think the scenarios might be in the market. This is where I think the market may go and why. And then after the market closes, look at those scenarios. Look at how it unfolded every single day. That is the best education you can get. There's no course, no anything that will teach you instead of being in front of a computer and applying those concepts.
Yeah, I think screen time is very important in trading.
Effective screen time.
Yes.
Right? Because I see people, they'll sit in front of their computer for 8 hours, they're on their phone, they're texting, they're on Instagram, they're doing all these, but they're not really locked in, right? I always say, if I was to go back to day one as a trader, my screen time, I would probably focus 2 hours to max 3 hours in front of the screen.
Okay.
And then I would spend the next 2 hours reflecting those first 2-3 hours. I wouldn't sit in front of my trading screen for 8 hours and trying to gauge every little move and every little thing that's happening.
Yeah.
I would look at the opening till like 11 a.m. Eastern time, and I would then go back and watch that recording and analyze the market from there. What I got right, what I got wrong, what I missed. Was it something that I could have read or was it just random?
So it sounds like you also only trade from open to midday.
Yeah.
You don't trade afternoon sessions at all.
No.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm also like that because I'm on the West Coast in Vancouver time.
Yeah.
So by around like my local time, 9 o'clock, I'm usually done trading for the day. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I learned with myself early on whenever I would sit in front of my computer for too long, I would start giving money away.
Yeah, you start clicking buttons.
I'm just not effective personally. It may work for some people. For me, most of my moves or action happens the first hour, maybe hour and a half.
Okay.
I don't get many moves based on my approach to the market midday. And I also just, in a perfect world, don't want to sit in front of my computer for 9 hours looking for market to give me opportunities that get harder and harder. Also, from a mental point of view, we don't have the mental capacity to be alert and be locked in for 9 hours straight and assessing the market. It's very, at least for me, it's very difficult.
Do you use any indicators at all to help with your trading?
So I use the main indicator I use is VWAP.
Okay.
Right? VWAP is there. But in terms of like moving averages and like RSI, MACD, I'm not a fan of it.
Okay.
Right?
Why is that?
Because I think those indicators are a reflection of the price action that's showcased on a chart. If you can show me a chart that's been going up 5 candles straight, most likely RSI is going to be high on it, right? Most likely MACD is curving up on it.
Right.
So to me, it just having another thing added doesn't make sense to my approach. My approach with the market is just understanding that the